Bird Gang Nation, baby, it's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here cool on Philly, the podcast. And we can call a man dog, or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man saw Jackson like Sean, hunting like Randall. Season here, early time to do them in. Your boy Philly Fresco, thanks for tuning in.
What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, and it is Philly, the podcast. I'm still on vacation, you know what I'm saying? I am not at home, as you guys can tell, but I do want to talk about today's practice, man. I'm stuck in Connecticut. So Connecticut is having a big tropical storm. I don't know what's going to happen in Philadelphia. I don't know if it's the same going on out there, but I'm not going to the open practice. I was kind of hoping to, but, you know, weather is not permitting it. So I do want to quickly just talk about what I'm expecting from this practice. Now, this will be the final solo practice for the Philadelphia Eagles. No more solo practices after this. So it will be interesting if we get this practice in to see how intense they go, if they're going to be putting on pads. We obviously start our joint practices with the New York Jets next week, and then we have our preseason game, and then we start getting into the swing of thing, guys. We start getting into this NFL season, so it's going to be exciting. But if we are to practice today, what I'm looking for is to see who's where. All right, because we obviously saw that Jason Kroom is going to be out for the year. We saw that Kayvon Wallace got banged up again. So it's going to be interesting to see if we're putting starters out there this week or if we're letting guys rest. I know that I've been one to talk a lot of junk about how much we've let these guys rest already. Not loving it. I'm not loving it, but it is what it is. So I'm trying to see if they're going to keep on going with that mindset of keeping the first team out, I guess is the best way of saying it. I hope not. I think that these guys need to see some reps, man. Hopefully Jalen Hurts is good and he's not sick anymore, but we will see. Main thing I'm looking for is to see who's where, man. We are less than 2 weeks, so I think 2 or 3 weeks now away from the opening day, away from that game against the Falcons, and I want to see who's going to be in those games. I want to see who they trust. We don't know anything yet. I really do feel like that. I feel like throughout this whole training camp, throughout this whole preseason, we haven't learned anything about the Philadelphia Eagles yet. So I'm hoping that we learn something over this next week. Let me shout out everybody in here. What's good, Big Play Slay? What's good, brother? Ref Taco in the building. He said, I'm going to the practice. Are you? I wish I was. I think I'm going to be stuck out here with in the storm. Big Play Slay. What's good, Eagles Uncensored? That was a lot of. I was on his channel with a bunch of different people for like 2 or 3 hours. They went like 6 hours, but I went for like 2 or 3. That was a lot of fun. What's good, Carlos? What's good? Eagle. The Cowboys didn't look too good yesterday, man. The Cowboys didn't look too good yesterday. The weather may not permit. I can't read. The weather may not permit for the practice to take place. Hopefully, the forecasted rain and storms will hold off or clear by the practice starts. That's going to be interesting because I know out here, it's going to be, it's supposed to be pretty bad. It's already raining right now, but it's not crazy. We'll see what happens. What's good, bro? What's good, Jacob? What's up? What's good, Sonic? I'm going to Browns game today. Okay. Heard the practice is canceled. That might be. I haven't seen anything yet. I'm waiting on that's why I came on now because I'm on my phone. So that's why you're going to see me black out every now and then. So I'm waiting to see the announcement. I would not be surprised. Look, man, I've said this before. I'm a little bit worried about this preseason. We have the highest point differential. I think we're like negative 49 right now in this preseason. I know it's just preseason, but that's not a good look. That's not a good look for a new coaching staff, for a lot of new players, a defense that we think is supposed to be very good. That's not a good look. I know that it's just preseason. We've seen a lot of our backups in. I'm still worried, though. I'm still worried. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm not worried about it. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see what happens. I hope that they get to practice today, man. I really do feel like we've been soft, man. We've been soft as a football team, man. I want to see us go out there and get gritty, man. Everybody else is out there fighting, arguing with each other. Like, we out there just like having teaching moments. I don't know. I don't really like it. I'm going to be 100% honest. I really don't like this offseason so far. But hey, man, I hope they prove me wrong. That's where I'm at. Birdman Griff says, "What's up, GOAT? What's good, brother? What's good? You the GOAT, man. You the GOAT. Appreciate you." Yeah, as you can see, I'm not home. I'm at my sister's house right now. She got a beautiful house, but Yeah, I'm just chilling. I wanted to see what everybody's thinking about today. Hopefully, it doesn't get canceled. Hopefully, we see some football, but I don't know, man. It's looking bad out there. It's definitely looking bad out there. So, you guys, let me know what you're thinking, man. We got a final cuts coming up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things happening right now. You know, this next couple weeks is real football now. Now we really starting to look at what this team is going to become. I heard somewhere that we have like the number 6 waiver pick. So wouldn't be surprised if we add some people once final cuts come. You know, I would not be surprised at all, especially at the secondary position, man. Our secondary position is not looking as deep as we all hoped. I know that we all, we're excited to see Steve Nelson. We're excited to see, Darius Slay, obviously. And some of us are probably excited. I know I'm excited to have Avonte Maddox back in the slot. I think he'll be very good in the slot. But, Michael Jaquette has not looked that great. Shout out to my guy, Michael. He's a great dude, man. We've had him on the show, but he's just not looking that great in the preseason. Zach McPherson has been getting beat here and there. He's won some battles, but he's definitely lost some. So we'll see what happens. I want to see the secondary start to form. I'm cool with our linemen. I think our D line is fine. I want to see our O line kind of start to gel a little bit. He said final preseason game is next week. Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. Well, it's Sunday today, so next week is tomorrow, basically. So I would probably expect teams start to play a cut. I don't know. See, it's if we go back to when it was 4 games, right? You go back to when it was 4 games. They would basically play the third game as like that half. You would play like your starters like a half, and then the fourth game they'd sit out. So I was assuming that we were going to play last week's game against the Patriots, kind of like the third game. You know what I'm saying? Where they play like maybe a quarter or a half, and then you sit all your starters this week. I don't think the Eagles are playing anybody. I really don't. I don't think the Eagles are playing anybody. I hope they do, but I really don't think they are. I don't know, man. I know it's just his that's how he what's the word I'm looking for? That's his philosophy as far as a coach, but nobody else does it. And I'm not saying he has to do what everybody else does, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. When you're this new, I don't know if you should be trying to break ground. Like let's just be normal. Like this team has gone through too much already. I don't want to be different from everybody else. He says, what do you think of Milton Williams so far? I like Milton. We got to be realistic with that. He's been playing a lot of, the second team, a lot of the third team. But I like Milton Williams. I think even in one-on-one practices, you see him pushing people back. He has talent. There's definitely talent there. I need to see more from him. I'm excited, though. I like what I've seen so far. Obviously, there's some stuff that I want to see him do better at. But right now, I can't complain. I think that he's showed to us that he has some type of capability. He might be that third guy at defensive tackle, maybe fourth. We'll see what happens. But I like the guy. I like him a lot. Do you think it's weird that Larry Fitzgerald hasn't been picked up? Honestly, I thought we'd give him a look. Well, I know Larry Fitzgerald, I can't remember the exact station he was on, but I know he just did an interview and he said he's just not looking to play. He doesn't really want to come back. He's not anxious. He's not like, I forget the exact word he said he used, but he basically said he's not running back to the game of football. It's not that big of a deal to him. So maybe he just doesn't want to play. And realistically, I don't really, I don't know what it would take to get him to the Philly, but if he doesn't want to play, I'm not trying to, talk him into it. Well, Jalen Hurts didn't play, so I would expect him to play. I hope so. I really hope so, man, because I don't know. I don't know, man. We need to see this kid. I know a lot of people are saying just keep him healthy to the season, but what if he's trash? Like, we really haven't seen anything. We really have not seen anything. I mean, even if he's trash, he's going to start this season because we're not going to go out and get another quarterback most likely. But I don't know, man. I just want to see what these dudes are, bro. Larry said he's going to be a broadcaster. He didn't say he was retiring. Well, I mean, he didn't retire technically, but he isn't running back to the game of football from what I'm hearing. No starters will even suit up for the final preseason game. Coaches will see enough of the ones reps this week in joint practices, which I just don't get that. Listen, man, I know, people are telling me to get back to being optimistic and everything, and I'm trying, y'all. I really, I really am trying, but I don't know, man. These practices are just too soft for me. Like, You're going an hour and 15 minutes, hour and a half at the most. You're not hitting. You're stopping in between every single play. There's a lot of things I love about it because I do like that we're starting to develop our young guys and, we're really starting to take a hands-on approach with our coaching staff. But at the same time, it's like, man, you got to let these boys hit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to just get punched in the mouth. What's his name? Tyson said it best, right? Everybody's got a plan until you get punched in the mouth. So we can look great in one-on-ones. We can look great in 7-on-7s. And 11-on-11s are kind of close. I mean, I guess you can. It's too controlled for me. It's way too controlled for me. That's the thing. Like 11-on-11s, you can simulate game time experiences, but at the same time, you can't. It's just not the same. You know what I'm saying? It's just not the same. He pretty said he doesn't have the fire to play anymore. Yeah, I mean, and he's played forever. Shout out to him, man. Wide receiver Fitz says he's not interested in returning to play any longer. Yeah, he's not. He's not running back. See, I didn't even have to say it. Y'all know. What's good, GOAT? Philly take with RB. RB, my guy, man. What's good, RB? If y'all are not already subscribed, which I don't know what y'all doing, if y'all not subscribed to my guy, RB, go over there and subscribe to my boy, man. He is really the GOAT, man. He kills it with the Sixers content. Really good friend of mine, man. Shout out to my guy. Appreciate you coming through, RB. Appreciate you. Man, I'm going to miss Larry. Sucks he didn't get a Super Bowl ring. Yeah, it does suck. He was close, though. He was close. Nick Mullins will likely play the entire game, so be prepared. For this, fans, look around the NFL. 85% of the teams are not playing their key starters in any of the preseason game. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true at all. I mean, we've seen Devontae Adams playing. We've seen, Zeke Elliott get some reps. I don't know actually about that, but we've seen other stars getting reps, and we don't have stars. That's the thing. Like, we don't have key starters. You know what I'm saying? We all think that, Jalen Hurts is our guy, which he is this year most likely, but we still got to evaluate him. Like, I just don't understand the thought process of we have our team. We don't. We went into this preseason knowing that we had to figure out what our team was, and we just didn't. We just haven't yet. I'll say that much. He said, keep speaking your mind. It's not about being optimistic or not. It's about being realistic. Real ones will respect your opinion. I respect that. Exactly. And look, man, like I said, I am hopeful for this team. You know what I'm saying? I am very, very hopeful for this team. But this did not give me much, to go crazy over. Like, this preseason didn't make me say, oh, we're going to be those guys. Like, I feel good about people like Quez Watkins. I feel good about Devontae Smith. I feel good about, obviously Dallas Goedert. I feel good about Jalen Hurts as a person, as a player. I just don't know who he is. So that's where I'm at. And this defense has shown me 3 different things. I don't know what the hell this defense is. So we'll see, man. Will I kind of get not to play key starters to risk injuries? My thing is we just don't have key starters. You know what I'm saying? We just don't. We just don't. On the offensive side, at least. That's my thing. On defense, I can see you sit in the defensive line. Even though it kind of hurts your secondary, I can kind of understand that. But on offense, we don't have key starters. We have to figure out who the heck's going to be our key starters. We must face it. It's a wait and see with this team. Yeah, it's very true. Very true. So we're going to ignore y'all receiver y'all just drafted. Now he's looking great. He's looking great. You want to talk about him, Carlos? We can talk about him, Carlos, because he's looking great. I'm loving Devontae Smith. We do have stars on defense. That's about it. I agree. That's why I had to kind of restate my thing. I had to restate it because on defense, I could see us sitting our defensive line. I could even see you sitting most of these cornerbacks, and just kind of seeing what your backups have. But, on offense, we got to figure out what we are, man. You ready for this tropical storm? Hopefully it's not that real. We'll see what happens, man. I'm from Florida, man. I don't know how y'all have tropical storms in Connecticut, bro. Like, ain't even nothing tropical about here. Starters rarely ever suit and play in final meaningless preseason games. These final games are about evaluating the fine few players, fighting to make the roster, and let all the others get tape. I mean, that makes sense if we would have utilized the other games. Like, we didn't utilize the other games. Like, I just don't get it because one minute you guys are roasting me for talking about a article that one of these beat writers wrote. Then the next minute you're using the quotes that they use about these guys in practice to say that I'm bugging over preseason games and what we see. Just doesn't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. Bro, we aren't showing anything in preseason. Calm down. We will be fine winning. And preseason has nobody cares about winning. Can we all let's all say this together? No one cares about winning in the preseason. I have not once said I want us to win. Why are we losing? I don't care about that. My thing is, why are we not playing our players? Why are we not evaluating our players? You guys continuously are saying to me that this is meaningless. This is to evaluate, but we're not evaluating anybody. We're evaluating who? We're putting Joe Flacco in with the third team. What does that prove to us? What does that prove to us? We're putting Devontae Smith with our backup quarterback. What does that prove to us? We're putting Miles Sanders in with our backup offensive line. What does that prove to us? We're putting in Michael Jacquet. We're putting in Zach McPherson with our third string defensive line, our backup line. What are we proving? What are we learning from this team? None of these mashups or lineups or whatever you want to call it, none of these lineups are going to be on the field. We haven't seen what we think is our first team once in the preseason. Once. So winning doesn't matter. And I'll say that to the death of me. Winning in preseason does not matter. It doesn't matter. But you have to show something. If you can tell me that we showed something, I need you to send me the tapes you've been watching because I haven't seen it. I'm very optimistic about certain players, but as this team overall, I don't know who they are. So I need to see the tape that y'all watching because obviously y'all know more than I do. And I would love to find out. Okay, question. Is there a player that you don't want to get cut? There's a few. But if I go with somebody that I think might maybe have a small chance of actually getting cut that I think would be dumb, it would be between Derek Barnett and Andre Dillard. I don't see the reason of getting rid of them like that. If you're going to trade them for good value, that's one thing. Nobody cares about preseason W's. Stop it. Nobody does. Falcons aren't showing anything either with us. So no real advantage. That's Sirianni and fans. Bro, I don't care about the Falcons. That's one game. I do not care about the Falcons. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't compare us to anybody else. We are a totally different team. We don't have a Matt Ryan. We don't know what the heck Matt Ryan's going to be. I mean, we don't know what the heck Jalen Hurts going to be. We don't have a Matt Ryan. You know what I'm saying? We don't have a Calvin Ridley. They know what they're doing. They got to figure out their defense, but they know what they're doing on offense. I don't get that comparison, man. I just don't get that comparison. I mean, my Cowboys haven't won a preseason game. I'm not concerned. That's because you guys are delusional. You guys should be concerned, be real. You guys have not seen your quarterback once this whole offseason, and it sounded like he might not come back. But oh yeah, my bad. Adam Schefter's a liar, right? Adam Schefter be capping, right? Because everybody hates the Cowboys. Stop it. We lost by 6, and it felt good to watch. It felt good to see that. I didn't watch it. I'm not gonna lie. Matt Ryan hasn't taken it. Exactly, because Matt Ryan is Matt Ryan. Who's Jalen Hurts? Is Jalen Hurts Matt Ryan? You're comparing our team to veterans. Think about that. We have one of the youngest teams in the NFL right now, and you're comparing us to solidified teams that know what they're doing next year. I'm waiting. I just don't get it. You look at the 49ers. The 49ers are playing both their quarterbacks. Right? The 49ers are playing both their quarterbacks. Who else? I mean, if the Cowboys had Dak, available to play, he'd be playing. He'd play at some point. Like, I just don't get it. If you're young, if you're trying to evaluate what the heck you have, there's no reason not to play. There's no excuse, in my opinion. I hope we get a better backup. Flacco ain't it. Yeah, Flacco's been that's been rough. I mean, everybody didn't want Flacco. Nobody wanted Flacco, right? Nobody. I don't think one Eagles fan was like, "Oh, we got Flacco. It's a wrap now." So hopefully, maybe I was kind of hopeful that Mullins can step in and take his spot, but nah. True, but Matt Ryan, exactly. Matt Ryan is a starter. The only team who cherished winning preseason games are the Ravens. They do be talking bad junk about the preseason. Hurt stomach straight. Hopefully, I mean, he said he got out of the hospital. They said he's fine. So hopefully. LA Rams, Stafford, Donald, Jalen Ramsey haven't. So we have a Jalen Ramsey, we have a Matt Stafford, we have an Aaron Donald. Is that what you're saying, Paul Mancini? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're trying to say? Because that makes zero sense. We're not the Rams. We're not the Raiders. We're not the Ravens. We're not the Patriots. We are the Philadelphia Eagles. We came into this preseason having to figure out what this team is. We have not done that. We have not done that. Can you tell me what this team is? I've heard so many people tell me, oh, this person won't fit our scheme. What the heck is our scheme? What are we running? Who are we? Come on, man. Come on. And I love y'all all, bro. I love y'all all. I'm gonna catch up on these. My bad. I'm gonna catch up on the comments. Shout out to everybody in here, man. We got 40 people in here. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe if you are new. Join the family, man. We're trying to hit 3K. Trying to hit 3K. People just keep drinking the juice. These guys didn't win 12 games last year. They need to develop the chemistry and at least get some reps together. That's my thing. We don't know what this team is. Last year, we weren't a good team and we were injured a lot. So, we have a lot of young players. We got to figure out what they are, man. It's a surprise he don't want to give any early film on his team, I guess. I mean, I get that, but I don't at the same time. Like, bro, like, are you making new plays? Like, did you invent, new plays? Like, how much secretive are you? Like, the only secret you have is like your scheme and how you're going to be calling plays during the game. You won't show that during preseason. I mean, you just run your offense. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I feel like every week you come up with a different game plan dependent on who your opponent is. So for him to say he doesn't want to give up all his cookies in the preseason, bro, I'm kind of scared you ain't got that many cookies, bro. I'm kind of scared now. I'm kind of nervous you ain't got that much juice. What are you doing? Falcons 1-game fam. And Matt Ryan established as a franchise quarterback. He went to the Super Bowl throwing dots to Julio and Ridley. Exactly. We're a young team, easy money. Sirianni claims that he's holding out starters for having an element of surprise on it. Excuse me. Oh, I thought I was about to sneeze. I am. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. But that makes no sense. That makes no sense. What's the element of surprise? Like, that just makes no sense to me. That makes zero sense to me. I get that you're saying what Sirianni's saying, but that's just doesn't make sense to me. Not sure what you're trying to say. About what? Who cares? Let's go. If you don't care, don't comment. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. Ryan in a completely new system wouldn't let their fans want to see it too. I don't get why you keep comparing us to Matt Ryan. Like, Matt Ryan has nothing to do with us. Like, I don't know why you keep comparing. Like, talk about the Eagles, and then I'll read your next comment. If you keep on bringing up the Falcons, it ain't no point because that has nothing to do with us. Falcons game isn't the Super Bowl. We have a full schedule of games after. We need our guys to gel together in games and practice. Exactly. I just brought you a Flacco jersey for Xmas. Yeah, nah. You could burn that, bro. We can have a bonfire, bro. We can have a bonfire. Shout out to my guy, Nick. I went out and saw my boy, Nick, yesterday. Or Thursday. What's good, Bird Gang? What's good, brother? But he has chemistry. Exactly. He's worked with these guys. Also, Matt Ryan. Yeah, let's stop talking about Matt Ryan, man. I ain't trying like, who cares about Matt Ryan? I really wanted Tyrod Taylor as a backup. Also, do you think Miles finally could have his breakout year? I love Miles Sanders, man, and I hope so. He's been somebody that's kind of concerned me this practice, this training camp and practices and preseason. Not seeing him play the first game was a little bit weird. And then when he did play, it was like 1 or 2 carries against or behind the backup offensive line. So, and then you hear that he keeps on dropping balls in practice and one-on-ones and stuff like that. I want to say yes. I do. I really do want to say yes. And I want to, before the whole training camp really started, I gave him as one of my, breakout guys for fantasy. And I want to stick to that. But I am a little bit nervous. Little bit nervous, but I do think that if he is given the opportunity, we will see him break out this year. But I am a little bit nervous. Coaches see these players every day in practice. They don't need to play them in meaningless games because fans want to see them, is my point. That's not what we was. All right. J-Jaw Arcega-Whiteside is actually a great practice player. Sam Bradford was a great practice player. You know what I'm saying? You want me to keep going? Do you get where I'm trying to go here? We have a lot of people that were great practice players and were trash in the game. Let's be real. It's not just about the fans. You know what I'm saying? You can say whatever you saw in closed practices. And not just that, we hear what the beat reporters are saying. These guys are up and down in practice. So it's not like they're dominating every single practice. We had a good series of joint practices against the Patriots, but outside of that, we haven't really done anything. He has experience, and most offenses are similar. There will be adjustments in philosophy, but that's it. Is there 2 weeks until week one after the last preseason game? I think the starters will play against the Jets. There is. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. I hope so, man. Now you want to evaluate in game situation. Exactly. It's just a little, it's different. It's just different. What's good, Primetime Stephen Joyce? Everybody be sure to go like and subscribe. Go hit my boy Stephen Joyce up. Go subscribe to his channel. He's doing some crazy giveaways, man. He's starting up his podcast. Go show love. Miles Sanders needs the reps this Friday. He definitely does. But see, my thing is, are you going to put him behind your backup O-line? How does that help him? Are we going to have Joe Flacco underthrowing 5-yard throws to him? How does that help him? You know what I'm saying? Put the starters out there for a series or 2 series just so we can see what the heck they got. Applied knowledge is important. Exactly. What's up, Bird fans? What's good, Mr. T? What's good? Oopsie. Revealing your intel in the preseason is completely different from getting your guys' reps together and building chemistry comical. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, nobody's telling you to go give, Coach Klein your freaking playbook. Ain't nobody telling you to do that. Ain't nobody telling you to give up all your juice. We're telling you to get these guys some reps. Like, it makes no sense, man. It just doesn't make sense to me. Oops. We'll all have to wait until the regular season. I just don't get what I feel like, Paul. I feel like you came in here with a certain mentality and you're not listening to what anybody else is saying. But that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you being here, bro. Not crying, just discussing the implications. Exactly. I mean, it is what it is. If you don't want to listen to other people, it's fine. You don't know the implications, though. They practice every day under the coach's eyes and tape. You have to trust what you're doing, and we'll find out soon enough. But I don't know what you're talking about. But okay, anyways, I think Jordan Howard is going to be a beast with this coach. Hopefully, he's another guy. He's running behind the third and fourth string offensive. It's like you're not putting these guys in good position, What's good, Christian? What's good, brother? I just want to see Hurts and Smitty on the field together already. Those Bama boys always show out and at ATL games for big games. Yeah, I'm excited to see them. I'm definitely excited to see them rock out. Heard him, brother, man is making the team. I can't wait to see how he go if this happens. Hey, we'll see. Notice just came out. Public practice has been canceled. Thank you. Eagles has landed. Eagles has landed. Officially telling us. That's great. Anyways, we have no choice to trust. Like I said before, is wait and see. Practice is not a game. J-Jaw was good enough in practice to start at one time and then got in the game and did nothing. Exactly. I'm gonna buy you a Mullins jersey. Y'all all trying to buy jerseys I'm gonna throw out, man. Don't do that. I'll donate them. I don't like throwing stuff out, man. I ain't gonna cap. What's good, Ryan, bro? What's good, brother? So no practice tonight. No practice tonight. So it looks like maybe we'll go tomorrow. I know that this storm is supposed to be pretty bad, but we're starting up our joint practices next week with the Jets. So this should be interesting, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I know a lot of people disagree with my opinion on this, and that's cool. I have no problem with that. We all family in this piece. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing personal. I just gotta say my piece. If I didn't, I would feel some type of way. I would feel like I'm lying to y'all. I don't want to sit here and act like I just love this squad. You know what I'm saying? I do like the squad, but there are things that make me nervous. JJ stinks. I can't wait for us to wake up. Me either, man. So let me ask you this question, Mr. Mancini. Let me ask you this, Mr. Mancini. How come every other training camp, every other team gets their starters rep? Almost every other. When you have new team, let me just stop because you're not listening to me, man. If you're listening to me, let me know. Otherwise, I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over again. But it is what it is. I respect your opinion, bro. Joe, you know how Philly fans can get impatient, over emotional, too high on expectations. an instant meltdown when things don't go as expected. I'm much more of a wait and see fan. Let's enjoy it. I feel you, and I agree with you 100%. I've said from the beginning of this season or this off season that it is a wait and see. We have to see what this team is going to be. People were roasting me for that. People were saying I'm, not being optimistic enough. It is what it is. I'm not one of those guys that's going to jump off a ledge, especially after last year. I'm waiting to see what this team is going to be. But at the same time, I'm going to tell you when I'm nervous about how things are going. And he might prove me wrong. Look, Nick Sirianni might prove me wrong. Nick Sirianni might know what the heck he's doing, and we stay healthy for 16 games and we go on a tear, or 17 games and we go on a tear. Or we might look terrible. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's an option. Can we just get to week 1 already? I'm rolling. I'm ready to get rolling. I'm ready to leave last season behind us and start new journey with this great young foundation we built. I agree, man. I hope so. Shout out to my guy, Matt as fuck Watkins, with the $5 super chat. He said, Seahawks lose 30-3, and fans call for Pete Carroll's head for bad play management. We should be calling out our coach, too. Big facts, bro. And I'm not saying we need to fire Nick Sirianni after, preseason. But I'm saying if what he's doing doesn't work, we're going to go back and look at this. If we start out 1-3, 1-4, y'all going to come back to this channel, and I can't wait. And y'all gonna be like, damn, Joe, you was kind of right about that. We should have probably worried about that. That's all I'm saying. I'm nervous that us not having any type of reps together is gonna hurt us in the regular season, man. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. Fuck Watkins. I think that's Quez Watkins. Because I don't know many, people with the last name Watkins. So I was just gonna say you Quez, dog. But but I appreciate you, brother. There's plenty of teams that are getting blown out during preseason. Excuse me. Facts, and I don't care about the scores. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I need to just put like a comment in there and just let you guys reread it, because I don't care about the score. I don't care if we're winning or losing preseason games. It's what happens within those 60 minutes that I'm worried about. Madden 22 sucks. Needs to refund my money out. Yeah, it's trash, bro. I was trying to tell people. Not sure about calling out a coach in preseason. Why not? That's part of their job. Is that not part of their job? I don't get it. I'm not giving my coach a pass anytime. Yo, at least our head coach isn't calling the cops. I think that was fake. I forget what his name is. Like Wes Steinberg or something. He's got me a couple times, bro. He's kind of funny. I ain't gonna cap. I don't like the Giants. I don't know if he's a Giants fan, but he be killing me, man. The stuff he says is hilarious, to be honest. Yeah, the starters need them reps, though. Exactly, and that's all I want. Nah, Castro, don't put those vibes out there. Which vibes? I got nothing but good vibes. I love everybody. ELE. ELE. Everybody love everybody. Go look at my Twitter. That's legit my Twitter bio. Many teams with new coaches haven't played many starters much in the preseason. The Eagles, first of all, the Panthers have played Sam Bradford, and they've played most of their starters. The Raiders don't have a new coach. The Browns don't have a new coach. The Ravens don't have a new coach. The Seahawks don't have a new. Do you want somebody get my man some tea? Somebody get my man some tea, because he's wilding right now. I don't know what he's talking. Paul, what's going on, bro? We good, bro? We good, bro? I don't know. You saying stuff right now, but I don't know if you're really talking. Mullins need to start week 1. Oh, man, don't say that. Don't say that, Eagles champ. Don't say that. Madden ain't been good since 2008. That's a big fact. That's a big fact. It's still funny as ish. It is funny. It is hilarious, bro. It is hilarious. Snowflake's crying about us being critical. Fly Eagles fly. Yes, sir, Rob. Yes, sir. Look, I'm always going to be honest about this team, man. I really don't care. About the only thing I have gotten out of camp preseason is that not long enough to prepare 80 to 90 men. Nick Sirianni is trying to figure out a different play calling, good schemes to have great coverage. We'll see. Fun random fact, Ravens have tied the NFL record with 19 straight preseason wins. I see this as proof of they draft. Yeah, definitely. They draft well. They're young players that usually turn into quality players. That's very true. And I'm not saying you have to go out there and win. I'm not saying, but you have to go out there and show something. And if you can really say that we went out there and shown anything, outside of the first game, I feel like the first game, the first quarter got me really hyped. And then in the second game, you know, like it was really nothing that got me hyped. I ain't gonna lie. Like Devontae Smith looked really good, but he wasn't getting the ball thrown to him because Joe Flacco can't throw the ball past 5 yards. I mean, some people in the defense had good reps, but it wasn't an overall good team. I don't know. Madden hasn't been good since they took out career and franchise mode to try and combine them together in Madden 13, and the company was crap since then. Big facts. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Madden. I hate Madden, bro. You said he was better than Flacco. Both need to cut. I did say that Nick Mullins was better than Flacco. I won't lie. I was wrong. It is what it is, man. We still got 30 people in here. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe. I know that this was very impromptu. I appreciate everybody coming through and rocking, man. Bro, I think some of these people are undercover Cowboys and Giants fans popping up in the Eagles chats trying to cause drama. Maybe I wouldn't be surprised, bro. I would not be surprised. I love my Eagles, right? I'm a huge Philadelphia Eagles fan. All right. I'll always be an Eagles fan, no matter win, lose, draw, or if Carson Wentz comes back, whatever that is. I'm gonna be an Eagles fan no matter what. But I'm also going to be very honest about this team. I'm not comfortable with the training camp that we've had so far. I am comfortable with the players that we have. I love Devontae Smith. I love how our linebacking core has been, starting to come together, and it seems like we have some players that can really play the position. I like that, Darius Slay and Steven Nelson are going to be together out there. I like Jalen Hurts. I think he can be a great quarterback, but we haven't seen anything. I want to see these guys put to tests. I want to see these guys going out there and sweating, going out there and working hard. For you to, and I go back to the last game, for you to sit the whole offensive line just because Jalen Hurts got sick makes zero sense to me. It makes zero sense to me. But I guess we'll see, man. I'm gonna stop complaining. Why are we cutting Newman? We should have released Flacco. I got people G saying Devontae stinks. Flacco was throwing good balls. What good balls he threw in the first game? He did throw decently. Like he had good, he had a good stat line. He wasn't terrible. Who y'all think making the team, J Jaw or Travis? I hope Travis, but Fulgham has not had the best of training camps either. He hasn't really stuck out. So it might be close, but I'm hoping Travis, man. I'm definitely hoping Travis. We got Devontae Smith in the building. I'm just, man. Hit me up on Twitter or something. I ain't got the energy for you right now, Paul. I really ain't got the energy for you, man. I feel like I'm just saying the same thing over and over again, bro. God bless. I hope you're right. I hope you're right. I hope that none of this means anything. I hope that preseason is a big waste of everybody's time, bro. All in all, Joe, these guys need to realize they need to play together to get chemistry. It's going to be rough. I won't lie, but even if I can't read, but oh my God, but even when it's rough, we will see the bright spots. People need to stop tripping. I look, okay. I mean, I don't know what that means, man. I love you. You my guy, AK. But what does that mean? What does that really like? That just basically means like, oh well, like that's what I read in that. Like I get it, but I have to be on this show every day. I have to talk about stuff every day. So I'm going to bring up everything. I'm not just going to bring up the good parts, But I understand what you're saying, and I agree. We definitely need to get some chemistry going, and I definitely think that it might take. If we don't get this chemistry going, it might take a couple weeks to get the chemistry going. But I think once we do, we'll start seeing some good stuff. So I'm excited. My man's came in on one, man. Shout out to Paul, though. That's my guy, man. He's always in here. He's on one, though. I respect it, though. Cut Umbrella Man. Please, I'm done with it. I can't believe summer is ending. I start school next Monday. Damn, that sucks. That sucks. Whoever thinks White Sox suddenly going to produce, you need to see medical help immediately. He said, "Bro, Paul got you tripping. I'm agree." Okay, all right. I didn't know. I'd be getting. I'm confused at this point because I don't feel like I'm saying anything too crazy. You know what I'm saying? I apparently got him upset. So shout out to Gatorade. sponsor your boy. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see, man. So no practice tonight. Maybe I'll go live later on tonight. I don't know. When I get home, I have a lot of stuff planned, a lot of collaborations planned when I get home. So we'll have some fun. But I appreciate everybody that just came through and just chilled with me for a little while, man. You guys are really the goats, man. I really don't be expecting people to come through when I do these impromptu, and we have like 40 people in here. So I love all you guys. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe. Like I said, when I get home, I have a lot of stuff planned. I don't know what I'm going to be doing today, but hopefully we'll I'll hop back on here and we could chat for a little while. But other than that, y'all know what it is, man. It is Fly Goes Fly, and we are out here. Peace.
B. Scott, the Philadelphia
John
Eagle.
Dornbos here, the Philadelphia Eagle.
Edwards, the Philadelphia Eagle.
Follow my guy Joe Castro on his YouTube/podcast channel.
Let's give a shout out to the Philly podcast.
Shout out Philly and my guy Joe Castro. So keep on doing great things, guys. Fly Eagles fly.
Fly Eagles fly.
Go Birds.